I was doing a few podcast things before
Mm,
this,
cool.
on something I really related to as well. It was actually quite really fun work. So, and it was about like adoption and sort of, I like, it helped me, it's, if I'm shooting something, I want to, take away from it as well. I want to learn
Yeah.
from it as well. I want to learn about myself as well
Mhm.
as others. So that really helped. And then it led, this is, like I said, the most, it seemed like everything went aligned, more aligned, more aligned, more aligned. And now this is like, yeah, the most aligned thing, in a
Yeah.
way where it's like that, yeah, like I actually like my client, that I not that, what I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I've worked
I understand.
with people that I didn't align with
Yeah.
necessarily, and
Yeah.
so yeah, it's I'm really grateful. And so I guess that's the story. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's a
don't know
good story.
if that like even.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. No, I love it. I mean, I've
See,
heard
I'm
some of it
monologue now.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice to sit and listen.
I know, I'm like, he's probably enjoying this.
Oh, I was loving it on many levels. It was nice to sit and listen, but it was
uh,
also really, because some of it you and I have talked about before, but there was a lot new for me too. And it was nice to kind of understand the entire story from before you're doing what you do now to what you do now. You and I met, and I would say first probably became friends before we started to talk about like working together in any way, right?
well, more so about, yeah, we connected over neurodivergence, and that's
Right.
another thing that too, yeah, that really is
Right.
aligning as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
and about like filming about it and making content about it,
Hmm.
like that, I was like, that's the piece I want right there.
That's
Yeah.
cool. So
Mm-hmm.
if people watching or listening wanted to, are like inspired by you or are
Mm-hmm.
interested in the work you do, what what kind of projects are you interested in doing mostly?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a question that's
I
answerable,
see.
but like what, if someone's like, oh, she sounds awesome, I'd love to work with her. What are like some of the
Ooh.
stuff you're interested in doing? Is it only film? Is it other type
You
of
know what?
stuff? Is it, yeah.
This is almost like, it just hit me. It's almost like, okay, you would be able to answer what I am going to say if someone asked you the same thing about what kind of buildings you'd be making in Tanzania. It can only be helping people. That's it.
Mm.
So whatever it is, like, it could be freaking,
So
like, it can be anything.
as long as the work is meaningful and is
Yeah,
helping people
yeah,
in some way, the kind of specific subject matter isn't as important.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
right?
So maybe, just maybe, I would do a car video if it was like some fundraiser for like a cancer thing or something.
Sure,
You know what I
sure,
mean? But
sure.
if it was some guy trying to look cool, then hell no, I'm not going to make you that car video.
So it's
No.
about, your work is about intention.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
For my own like sake too, right?
yeah.
Just because I've
So
like,
it's like
yeah, like it
meaningful
feels good.
storytelling.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So, I mean, just in those two words, for me, you and I understand why we want to work together. Because as you said, like I would say the same two words, right? Like, right,
Yeah. Yeah.
meaningful storytelling is what we do. I'm gonna kind of, what is it called, like fan girling, like over you for a minute, just because I hear you talk about what you do, and now I'm getting to see what you do almost on a daily basis, because if people will see this later on, but
Mm.
you and I are working on the annual fund, the Outer Loop annual fund, uh, film clips, and longer ones and shorter ones, and you've started obviously to create a few. So I'm seeing
Yes.
not only what you've done before, seeing your previous work, but I'm getting to see like work that I've been doing, and now you're working on it too, and
It's
it's
cool.
really beautiful. And so my question is, how the fuck do you have a 2-year-old child, raising this child by yourself, right? You're a single, is it accurate to say you're a single mother? You're a single mother. with the challenges of being neurodivergent in the world that you're living in, do you think, I mean, does it just come naturally to you? Or, and I'm not trying to flatter you, like I'm asking
Yeah.
seriously, like I was when you were talking before about it, and then why I'm seeing what you're doing as we're working on the other projects together, and I find myself sitting there thinking, how is this even possible? You know, like how do you sit and get so creative and so inspired and able to create the beautiful work you do with meaning and with intention, and then also juggle all of the other stuff that life throws at you constantly? Is that even something you
Um,
can answer?
I don't even know
Yeah.
sometimes.
And still remain, you know, this like very positive, you know,
Thank you.
human.
Thank you.
How does
I
that happen?
I appreciate that
Yeah.
recognition. Yeah, but
It's mind blowing.
I feel like I needed that today
Mm.
because it's been a hard week.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's I don't know. It's been off. Like
Yeah.
I know you've been posting about some meltdowns. I've been in the same thing
Yeah.
boat. Like everything was
A
so annoying
tough
yesterday. It was like awful.
tough time. Yeah.
So like I don't even know. I was sitting there actually thinking that myself.
Yeah.
I asked myself that question, sort of like, how is this? How are you doing this?
Mm.
Sometimes, like, wow, like
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like ever since I started creating with you again, like it's been it's been so helpful and
Mm.
energizing. Like
Mm.
I feel like that's the play. The play has been missing for so long.
Mm.
And now like it seems so backwards to think like, oh, you have all this stuff to do in life, but like to stop and play and stop and smell the roses instead, like put all these things aside, like it seems silly, like a
Mm.
bad move, but it's actually the best move.
Yeah.
And so it seems like it's actually more on my plate. Like it really does. I was thinking about
Mm.
that. Like it just seems like I've put a whole other thing on my plate, but for some reason it's lessened everything else, or at least given me this fire in
Mm.
my soul and heart, and like yeah, just some freedom and like to be a kid again and to do
Mm.
what I love, and then that is like rejuvenating and enough
Hmm.
to keep me going again. Like
That's
I don't
cool.
know if that makes sense, but
It makes sense, and it's cool, really cool to hear. So if we were to, you're better at this. I've learned in the short time we've known each other, you're much better at this than I am. So if I, how would you, that, the way you described that was very, was beautiful and was specific though to us, to like you
mm,
and me.
mhm, mhm.
So if people have similar struggles who
Yeah.
aren't us,
Mm,
right? And they're, you know, have a lot on their plate and have juggling so many life responsibilities, but also have this passion and this stuff they want to do. What was like what's the more general kind of metaphor, or the like what's
mm,
to take out of what we were able to capture
mm,
there and are able to make work for you and
see.
me?
Mm.
How does, like, yeah, what would you say to other people?
I would probably just say like reframing.
Hmm.
Like, and I feel like everyone can do that, reframe it. You can either look at the glass half empty or you can look at the glass half full.
Hmm.
It's like that is a choice that you have. That is fully your choice.
No matter
Whatever,
what.
no matter what. Like, even though something happens to you, like the way that you react to it is that your choice.
Hmm.
So I feel like that might be why, like last year, if you would have seen me last year, I was drowning a lot more.
Hmm.
Um, and I've like been able to reframe the way I look at things. Like I get to do laundry,
Hmm. Not I have to.
yeah, and like I get to do all these dishes. And I know that sounds like really cliche, but also like when you really think about it, like
Yeah.
I have running water, and I can do these dishes right now. Like I just ate, so I can do these dishes. Like
Hmm.
my son is full and he's happy and he's clean clothes to wear. Like just that in itself,
Hmm.
and also reframing, like like the dishes don't have to be done all the time, and
Right.
yeah,
Right.
always just like asking myself what's most important right
Mm.
now, like not later, you know, right now. If I have 5 different things to do, oh my god, this fly is so annoying.
I can't see
If
it.
I have 5 different things to do, then which one is going to benefit me the most right
Mm.
now? And then I just kind of work through all of them. And before it was like I would think, oh, I have to have all of these things done. I was so hard on myself.
Mm.
It's just like, so that like that love and reframing things and just like being easy on yourself.
Mm.
Um, because like, yeah, like mother, you are doing so much just as it is, and so just yeah, telling myself that over and over. And obviously, like I have bad days. Like the other day, it just felt like I had a like just there's an impossible list, and it's literally impossible. And even today, like you know, I have a list. Things are not going to get done,
Right.
and then yeah, like I can either stress about them, which is going to make it worse, like you know, or I can just say like at least I got the most important thing on the top of the list done.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, it's it was hard the other day, but I got through it was I just had to stop thinking about it, like
Mm.
all of the things that like I was like, okay, this has to be a tomorrow problem.
Mm.
This is a tomorrow problem when I have time, and that way I can sort of like shut down off and play with my son as well, and
Mm.
that really helps as well. Like just he helps me forget about things
Mm.
for a while, and that's really nice. It's really nice, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes here and there throughout the day,
Mm.
just like and fully taking that break, like telling myself like no, you are not allowed to think about money, work,
Mm.
like cleaning, appointments, anything like that. And so there was a counselor in my school, my film school, who told me that to compartmentalize,
Mm.
and it really does help.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then I just played and I said today is only for joy, and
That's cool.
that helped a
Yeah.
lot as well. But these are all tools that have been learned, and I've been
Mm.
working really hard to learn them, and honestly haven't since I've had my son. So
Oh
like I
wow.
said, always grateful for him.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
So
yeah.
I think I had a question that came up while you were talking, but I think possibly in the last thing you said, you may have answered it. So
That's
I'll
cool.
ask it. I'll ask it anyway. I was gonna say, because the word you used early on when you started answering that the previous question was reframing, and
Yes.
I was curious what caused you to start even understanding what that meant for yourself and to do it. And then I don't know, it felt like at the end I, the answer felt like to me was having your son made you learn that or helped you, or is that not, is that
Yeah.
a piece of it? Like how do you go
I
from
guess so. Hey.
not knowing what reframing is and understanding what that is to knowing and doing it?
I think I think children are just a really quick way of being like, hey, you're just
Yo, I'm priority, like you gotta change your framing.
yeah. And I mean, maybe like I mean, it's just I feel like things happen when we're ready, and I
Mm.
was really ready, and just the way that my life has worked and the patterns of things, like when I'm ready, the teacher will come,
Mm-hmm.
and when the student's ready, the teacher will come, and here he
Yeah.
comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just so it's just like almost like seemed like perfect timing. Like I'm like like
Mm.
you know, I don't know. I wasn't too surprised, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it does.
Like it was almost seemed natural.
Yeah.
So, but I was ready before that as well. Like a little bit, like just like I don't want to be this person anymore. I don't want to be
Mm.
stuck in these same patterns, and I want to know. Want to figure this out, and how
Yeah.
the heck do I do it? And
Mm.
so, just like from that thought, now I'm here, sort
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Yeah, it blows me away to hear you say that. And we've talked about this before many times, but we're in so many ways, as different as we are in so many ways, we've had, and you've mentioned this specifically this way before, a lot of our lived experience is not only
Similar.
exactly the same or similar, but the way we talk about it is very similar. And
Yeah.
word for word what you just said, I've said to people when they ask my story too, about how I just got tired of like the same kind of like unsuccessful patterns, or I don't know if that's the right word, but just patterns that weren't
Like
moving me
same
forward.
shit, different day.
Yeah,
Same
like
shit,
this is
different day.
not working.
Yeah.
Right. So like what do I have to do? I have to make a conscious decision
Mhm.
to make some changes to move in a more positive forward direction. And like you said, when you do, everything shows up, right? When the student's ready, the teacher appears, or
Yes.
similar types of situations. When you make that decision and you really make it, it seems like some of the pieces that you're not sure even what they are, they show up.
They show up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Time and time
interesting.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
And that's definitely been my experience for, I would say, at least the last 15 or so years of like, remembering making that same decision of like, what am I doing with my life? I need to make a change here. And then make, from the day that change was made to now, just continuing to choose that, it's really amazing what happens.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we've spoken in person like this since you started working on the documentary clips, right?
No.
Probably
Yeah.
not. I mean, and I've seen that documentary a million times, right? Because I was involved in making it, and then also the rounds of edits and how many
Mm-hmm.
times I've shown it to people. But I think there's so many beautiful, and they're only for people that are listening if this doesn't get cut out. There's they're like 60 to 90-second clips right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's really one of the many things that are beautiful about what you're doing in 90 seconds, which is astounding to me, is you're really able to tell the story, even if people haven't seen, which is why this is, oh man, it's so great what you're doing. Because the whole goal of this at the beginning was like, we're going to create these little pieces so that people then want to see the longer piece and then
Mm-hmm.
want to get interested in the work we're doing. And what you're able to do in 60 to 90 seconds is take, one piece of the story and really make this beautiful, like short version of it from begin there's but like from beginning to end. Like I get the story of what you're saying in 60 seconds or 90 seconds, and the shots you're choosing, and the just the composition, and the way you decide to either weave in and out of the audio, seeing the person talking or not, or yeah, just all of it, and how you've what you're thinking about. I think I said this to you the other day in an email or a text or something. It's very clear to me your vision of what you're creating by what I see you've created. Does that make sense?
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
really
That's.
cool, man. It's really cool. Like your vision,
Thank you.
like whatever you did when you sat down and watched the documentary and thought about things and went into whatever your process actually is, to then see these pieces come out of it. It's so cool to just know that there's clearly some, process that you have for yourself that works, and that it's just like really like you'll one day, when you meet people that I've worked on similar projects with before, and you get into a conversation with them and you say something like, yeah, he never gave me any notes on any of these things and I never had to redo them. I promise you, this is what's going to happen. Every single one of those people is going to say you're lying. They're going to say you're lying, because they all got like hundreds of note, like this isn't right, this isn't, I'm not like joking, and I'm not blowing smoke, this is, for me, I was telling Rachel this the other day, I'm like, I just don't have any notes for her, like there's nothing I would change about it, like I'm expecting when I
My
see
teacher did
things,
that once.
right,
Thank you. Thank
it's
you.
it's cool, it's like yeah, you're for people who, you know, want to work in this medium and want to create pieces, video pieces and film pieces and tell stories and that matter, you're their person. Like that, this should how like so. Let's say people want to do that. Let's say people are like, "This sounds amazing. I want to work with Gabrielle, and I have some ideas." Like, how would people like where would they go to see your
Mm,
stuff, or like how would they get a
mm.
sense of what you do so that they could get the opportunity like I have to get to work with you?
First of all, thank you. That was really meaningful.
Oh yeah.
Um, and so I post everything on YouTube.
Mm.
That's like my main portfolio. And then to
What's the
reach out
name
to
of that?
me, oh, Gabrielle Fontaine Creations.
Cool. On
So
YouTube.
first last name Creations. Yeah.
Cool.
And then on Instagram is
Mm.
where you can reach out to me.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
So they can get a
Same
sense of
name.
your work, same handle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on YouTube, on your channel on YouTube, people can get a sense of like the work you do because you have all the full length pieces there.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
Instagram, maybe there's like clips and stuff.
They're clipped up. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And you're a recent uh joiner of TikTok also.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, very
So
recent.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
been trying to get on there a
Yeah.
little bit. So
Yeah, I know people have, different feelings about it, so I
yeah,
understand. It's a
that's
different it's a
it's
different
different.
channel.
It's a
It's very
different
different.
avenue. I even feel kind of awkward like
Yeah.
doing this for so long, like filming
Yeah.
myself and these kind of contenty like social
Yeah.
media. It's different.
It's different.